Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Ektibot, back at it again with another video. So, as you all know, there has been a lot of different things that have been happening in the Rocket League community lately. And a lot of things have caused quite a bit of outrage among the community, mainly because of the new update, which we all know happened around a week ago. There's been a lot of criticism towards Psyonix because of different bugs found in the update, too little content in the update, and different things like that. And to me, when I first saw all this outrage immediately after the update released, I was kind of confused in a way, because I didn't really think they did that much bad. I don't think the update really was that terrible. It wasn't good. It's very bad that they didn't properly test the game and that they didn't really add as much content as we thought they would. And I think that's completely fine to be mad about, but I was kinda surprised about the level of outrage after that update immediately without really giving Psyonix time to really fix anything about it. And at first I actually wanted to make a video to talk about that update, right? To talk about the different things happening and if it's fair to be angry at Psyonix for those kind of things, but I kind of decided against it because after thinking about it a little bit and reading some Twitter arguments and stuff, I kind of realized that it's actually kind of at this moment it's actually kind of fair that people are a little bit upset about that update. So I didn't really bother to make a video about that. So I kind of just tucked that away and kind of, okay, now I won't really talk about that. It's not really much to talk about. I kind of agree with the people now. But then earlier today, Psyonix released another little update new thing in Rocket League kind of thing. And if you're watching this video, you probably already know I'm talking about the Llama Rama event, which is basically just a collab between Fortnite and Rocket League, both games owned by Epic Games. And to me, immediately when I saw that, I thought like, oh yeah, that's a nice thing, you know. Fortnite is a big game, and I think there's a lot of people who like Fortnite, even though they say they hate it. It's still one of the biggest games ever to exist. I think a lot of people like it, and I think it has a large fan base, and I think it would be nice for Rocket League to kind of get that kind of exposure from Fortnite, because since Epic Games own both games anyway, there's really not much point in not to do an event like that. And I think we all kind of expected this to happen. That when Epic Games first bought Rocket League, it just seems like the most logical marketing move to do, especially right before the game is going free to play, which is in like 24 hours or something from me recording this. So I think that's a great move. It's a great business move. It's a great marketing move. It makes sense. And I thought it would just end at that, and everyone would like, oh, even if you don't play Fortnite, even if you don't really like Fortnite, I really thought everyone would just be like, oh, okay, that's nice. That's a generally good thing. And they even added like a new car, the battle bus, into Rocket League and stuff, and that sounds cool. It's new content. That's everything we wanted, actually. So I thought it would just end like that. But no, like as usual, the Rocket League community is. I don't really like to say it because I'm so deep into the Rocket League community at this point. But the Rocket League community are big fans of creating problems when there's no problems there, if you get what I mean. It's kind of difficult. Like every time I've seen Psyonix launch anything, or I've seen Epic Games do anything, or I've seen anyone in the Rocket League community do anything, there's always this horde of people who are just mad about something, and I know that's just like human nature. We just like to find things that we're a little bit mad about, but this time, like, I this time I really do not understand why people are so incredibly mad about this Fortnite Llama Rama event. Because it's not like there's just like a few couple people who are mad about it and the rest are like really happy about it. Like the general, like immediately when the update came out, the general consensus was that this is a bad thing immediately. And I know that when you read like Twitter replies and on Reddit and stuff now, it seems a lot more. It seems a lot less. It seems a lot milder now than it was. And I really think that's just because a couple of content creators like Rizzo and Athena tweeted out that it's weird to be mad about this kind of stuff, and as because a lot of people are just like, I wouldn't call them sheep, but I'm going to call them sheep immediately when they see content creators tweet out something like that, and everyone's like, oh yeah, no, I liked the update all along. I saw people on Reddit that immediately when the update came out, they wrote like long paragraphs on how terrible it is, and how terrible it is that Rocket League is teaming with with Fortnite, and how Epic Games ruined Fortnite and how they're going to ruin Rocket League as well. And immediately, like, not even kidding, like 5 minutes after Rizzo tweets out that it's a weird thing, I see them immediately kind of, oh no, I liked it all along, in a completely different Reddit post. And that's such a classic Rocket League thing, honestly. It's a classic Reddit thing. I've seen it all before. It's normal. But that's not really what I want to talk about. I want to talk about kind of why I think it's a bit silly to be mad about this update. And I also wanted to include some different reactions to the update, especially from Instagram, because the Instagram comment was hilarious. I didn't really know, because I always thought like Reddit and Twitter replies stuff when it comes to Rocket League are like the place to go. But the Twitter comments, man, I've never seen so many people angry in one. I've never seen so many people angry in one like posting thread. And yeah, I think it's really just because there's not content. Like I say this a lot, but I really think that the main reason is that there's just not that many content creators on Instagram, so people don't really backtrack their opinions. They just say them how they are and how they mean it. And it's fine to say your opinion, but I find them a bit silly. So first of all, just to talk about a bit about what this Llama Rama event means for Rocket League and why I think it's a good thing. It's certainly not a bad thing. I don't think it will be a massive thing like some people seem to think, but I think it's still a big thing. It's especially because, like I said, Fortnite has a lot of exposure. It has a lot of fans, and especially it has a lot of young fans. And I mentioned this in my in the first video I made on the channel, where with my first impressions of the update. I mentioned that Rocket League's main strength as a game and as an esport as well, is that it's very child friendly. It has a lot of colors. It's very easy to pick up. It's not very gory and violent, so no parent will really be against their kids playing this game. And I think that's one of their biggest strengths. But I think that's one of the biggest strengths. But I don't think. But I think because the game has always been. But I think the main problem Rocket League has had is that the game hasn't been free to play. It's been kind of expensive, not really that expensive, but for a kid trying to buy a game, it's pretty expensive. And that has kind of been holding Rocket League a bit back, in my opinion. But now that it's going free to play, now you will see, I can almost guarantee that you will see a lot more kids in the Rocket League community, and a lot more younger kids that will pick up the game. And I don't mean younger kids like 15-year-olds and 13-year-olds. Like I mean like 10-year-olds and 8-year-olds and 7-year-olds. And where do you find those kids on the internet, or where do you find them? How can you market to those kids and show them that, hey, Rocket League exists and it's free to play? Well, the best way to do that is to do it through Fortnite. Fortnite is one of the most, not even one of the most, it's probably the second most popular game among kids. I would say Minecraft is a little bit more popular right now. But Fortnite is definitely one of the biggest, games among kids. It has one of the biggest amount of young kids in their community and in their audience. And I think if you want to market a game like Rocket League, which it has I know it kind of sounds weird, but Rocket League does actually have very many similarities with Fortnite. Both that it's not a gory game. I know Fortnite has a little bit of cartoon violence, of course, but it's not a gory game. It's very colorful, easy to pick up, easy to jump in and play, easy to understand. And with that, it does have a lot of common tropes to Fortnite, and I think that's why it's a very good idea to market a game like this in Fortnite. And there's no better way to do that than to do it with an in-game event like Llama Rama. So that's why I think it's like I said, I think it's a very good idea to do it in such an event. And a lot of the kind of arguments against this that I've seen, which I will read them out a bit later this video, but a lot of arguments I've seen about this is that Fortnite will bring a lot of toxic kids to the community, a lot of young immature people. We don't want it to become a mainstream game because then you get a lot of things like Smurfs and hackers and everything like that. And to those people, I just want to say, I know, I do think the Rocket League community is age-wise, hard to say. Age-wise, I think the Rocket League community is a little bit more older. I won't say mature. I don't want to use that word. They are older than like the general kind of age group in a lot of other games, especially Fortnite. I think I think in Rocket League, the most people who play Rocket League, I would say, are around 13 to 20 years old, I would say. So there's a lot of older people in the community compared to Fortnite, which has a lot of 9-year-olds and stuff. I've worked in schools where 99% of this. I've worked in elementary schools, I used to say, where 90% of the school plays Fortnite, and that's their main demographic, in my opinion, even though a lot of adults play it as well. But I'm kind of just digressing right now. But what I want to say is that even though they certainly are younger, I would say the Rocket League community aren't really that mature, in my opinion. I don't think bringing in a couple of more kids will really make it less mature, because right now, in my opinion, the Rocket League community are not that mature in general. It's a lot of toxicity. It's a lot of people getting mad for. It's a lot of people getting mad for nothing. It's a lot of people trying to drag each other down and ruin things for each other. And I really don't think Rocket League will ever become any more toxic than it already is. I still think Rocket League has a great community. That's not it. But I think in general the Rocket League community are already. In general, a lot of people in the Rocket League community are already pretty toxic, so I don't really think much will change just because you add a couple of kids in it. You might get a bit dumber shit talking in ranked and stuff, but it really doesn't matter. And most of the kids don't really, most of the really young kids don't really type that much. In my opinion, they use voice chat and stuff, but no one uses voice chat in Rocket League. So I don't think that will be a problem. And for everyone talking about Smurfs and hackers and everything like that, you won't get hackers in Rocket League. It's not really possible to hack this game that easily. It's probably possible, but it's a very, very difficult game to hack, so that won't happen. And Smurfs, you will get Smurfs when you launch a game for the mainstream audience in free to play anyway. I don't really think Fortnite has anything to do with that. So those arguments are kind of the more sound ones, in my opinion, that I read, which I don't agree with them, but I kind of get where they come from. But now to the arguments I don't really think makes that much sense.
No Fortnite. This is Rocket League. This is exactly what I didn't want to happen. This game just died. Please, 2020 couldn't get any worse. The falling has started. RIP Rocket League 2015 to 2020. Why ruin the game? This is going downhill. I'ma do my own RL. I had a feeling this was going to happen and I couldn't be any more disappointed. Don't ruin the game. Hot take, this is gonna be better than the Merc. Wait, what? This isn't supposed to be in here. You're really sold out letting Epic Games buy this. Please let Rocket League be Rocket League without Fortnite stuff in it. Please Psyonix/Epic, I don't want Fortnite in my favorite game. This is the end of the game. Do WTF Epic Games, this is not fucking Fortnite. Why you gotta ruin this beauty? Epic Games search history. How to ruin a good game. Epic Games about to turn RL into Fortnite. Fucking ruined the game. Wow, I hope I get none of these items. Literally, what could be worse than this? We're fucked. Why Epic, why do they have to ruin this game? I loved this game and have played it. I just threw my phone at the wall in anger. 2020 really is the worst year.